Hi, I'm Summer. I'm a trauma coach. I help men and women who are dealing with or who have dealt with narcissistic abuse, whether it's in relationships, romantic relationships, your parents, um, workplaces, and just navigating the world where narcissism is really getting out there and people are really starting to look at things differently and see people for who they are and learn more about it and really gain clarity on some of the reasons why your parents or the person you're trying to work on things with is just has driven you crazy. Basically, it has you have gotten your mind so stuck into the trauma bond cycle, and now everyone's trying to figure out how to get out and what they can do. um, so one of the things that I'm going to speak about today is um, narcissistic friends. Narcissistic friends. How do you know that your friend is a narcissist? um, it could be really hard to tell because your friends are not uh you're not so in close quarters with them sometimes, unless they're your roommate or something. And even still, it's not so deep like a romantic relationship. And I hope you get what I mean. But yeah, sometimes you could go for days without talking to them, a month, or but you always had like a feeling. And one of the things that I want you to trust always is your gut feeling. You have that for a reason. So um your so sorry one of the signs that your friend is a narcissist is this person is you had the gut feeling, and this person is, it's like you never really got to know them. You never really went too deep with this person, and it was almost kind of like a superficial friendship. And you notice that you talked a lot, and they'll talk back too, but they just never really it just never really went so deep. And you just think like, oh, that's how they are. But then, in the beginning, maybe they're just hard to open up. But, years later, you're probably still friends with them. Maybe this person does your hair. Maybe this person is fun to go out with or something. But you never really think much into it. Another thing is they love drama. They love drama. They feed off drama. They always want their tea. They're always gossiping and everything. They just, every time when you do talk to them, yeah, you're not getting to know them because you're getting to know other people. They're trashing other people all the time. Another sign is they want to. It's like you're a convenient friend, or you could call them when they'll feel important. Like, I had someone who did my hair. So, if it was something about going out, or like even someone close to me passed, like, they're not going to support. But if it's, you're always going to their house. Like, I always went to her house, and she did my hair, but she wanted like the praise of how nice she did my hair, and look how good of a person that she is, because she did give me, a little discount, but it just, that friendship never went too deep. Another sign is when you're talking or you telling them something, really important, then they're kind of like looking around. They're not really paying attention. They're on their phone. Sorry, someone was asking me, am I leaving? Oh, no, I am not. I'm not leaving. It's no parking. I'm in California and LA. There's no parking here. So no, ma'am, I am not leaving. Oh yeah, so where was I at? Yeah, they don't pay attention when you talk. They're kind of, especially if you're an empath, one of the things that I would notice with people when they're looking at me, it seems like they're paying attention, but I feel them shut down. Like, I feel something shut down in them, and I could tell they're not really caring or paying attention. Especially if it's like a huge issue, or they're like, you start talking about, if it's not drama you're talking about, then they kind of don't want to hear. If it's super personal, then they're like, oh, I'm busy, I'm so busy, I have to call you back. It could be something like super detrimental. And this is like really when you find out that this person is narcissistic, because you have to have the lowest empathy. If it's something like super detrimental, like, say for example, you just got kicked out, and then, or you just say, oh, God forbid, like you got in a bad accident, and like, help me, or you're stranded somewhere with a creepy guy, and you're like, help, please help. They're like, oh, I'll call you back. They're too busy. They don't care. You have to have very low empathy to not care if someone that you're calling your friend is in, a serious situation, and tell them like, oh, I'm gonna call you back, and never call back, and you're just stuck, and you thought this was your friend. You're always there for them, and they will never be there for you. And then you start to notice that, hey, I'm always going to their house. They're never come to my house. I get them nice birthday gifts. I barely get it. They just send me a birthday text. Or, yeah, they invited me out for my birthday, but they invited me out to a nice birthday, but they made me pay. They made me pay for my own food. And it's my birthday. But and then it might come up in a conversation that, oh, they just want to get out of the house, but they use your birthday as an excuse to get out the house. They're not actually there for your birthday. Everything is about them. Every single thing is about them. And it's levels to narcissism. It's somewhere you could really tell, they're boastful, they're arrogant, they're grandiose, like all of the signs that someone's a narcissist, and you kind of see that they're kind of a narcissist. But the really sneaky ones is the ones that you can't really tell. You can't tell until it's something big happens. They fake empathy. They fake what was it called? They fake empathy. They fake like they care. They fake having sympathy for you. But sometimes the only real way you could actually tell if someone that you're calling your friend is a narcissist, until you have something big happen and you notice that they don't care at all. And that's very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. You know, some of us have narcissistic friends, and you know, we just never know because they're probably covert or benign. It doesn't matter to me. If you're a narcissist, how can you be my friend? Either way, if something both happened to us, then you'll probably like leave me on the side of the road somewhere or something and go get something to eat. You never know. So I would not gamble. I would not gamble. Another thing is, I would say they triangulate also. So, or they don't want you to have other friends. They want you, yeah, they don't want you to have other friends. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I played before. Like, if I have like a close best friend, and I like, you know, I made a little silly joke, but I don't really care if she had other friends. Like, I'll be like, oh no, you're my friend. Like, I'm very I joke around a lot. I make like, you know, the dumbest jokes. Like, you know, I'm that friend that makes unnecessary jokes, but I really don't. I really don't mean it at all. I'm. It's not that deep. Basically, it's not that deep. But with the narcissist, oh, they'll be playing around, and you think there's someone like me where it's really not that deep, but no, they will sabotage our friendship, or um, they will start triangulating. They might start saying something to this friend, and then something to you. Next thing you know, you guys are beefing. They might they could triangulate with you with anyone. Their freaking cat, their mom, their, you know, their other family members, anyone. They'll triangulate you with anyone or anything, and you're out, and then they want some action. They want some drama. Um, you know, they're jealous of you. They'll give you bad advice. Yeah, the friend who gives you bad advice, and then you find out later that it was really, you know, it was really shitty advice. But you're thinking this person's your friend, or you feel like, you know, you feel like this friend is bad at giving advice. Like, oh, I'm just not going to ask her because she's bad at giving advice. No, she's sabotaging because she don't want you to ask her for advice or ask him for advice. They're sabotaging the conversation so they don't have to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it. If it's not from them, you know, they could pour all their whole life on you, you know, and it could be the same situation over and over. You know, I had someone, you know, I call it an energy vampire. You're talking about the same thing over and over, complaint, and the same complaint over and over and over. And this went on for like a year. I'm not talking about for a week. I'm talking about for a year. And you know, you keep giving advice, keep pouring, then you notice, and these could be the vulnerable narcissistic people. You know, they just keep going and going and going, and you're pouring out and pouring out. Next thing you know, you're drained. You're drained from talking to these people. You're drained from talking to this person. But if you want 1 ounce of advice from them, you know, they'll give you something. They'll just, you know, give you some real shitty advice real fast, and then they turn back around and start talking about them. You know, if this friendship is not making you feel good, then, you know, they don't have to be a full-blown narcissist. But either way, a toxic person you don't want in your life. Why would you want to be friends with those type of people? You can find people who are really going to be there for you, who are really There's good people out there. You have to just go out there and find them. There's so many groups. There's so many, go out by yourself. Go out, find something that you like to do, and go do it by yourself. You don't need other people to go do anything with. You will find your soul tribe, your other family, that's not blood related. You can find just great people out there. You don't have to be stuck with bad relationships, bad friends, people who are not pouring back into you what you're pouring into them. So in the comments below, let me know what happened with you that made you figure out that a friend was a narcissist, or a narcissistic, or an energy vampire. And what did you do? I hope you cut them off. So until next time, I will be uploading more videos. Please do not, if you like this video, please do not forget to like. That helps keep the video in rotation. I'm new to YouTube, so yeah, just let me know what happened in your situation. Bye.